Hello, hello, hello. Here we are again. It's Monday. Let's date the video. I wonder if there's anything in the news. I reckon it's all COVID. What do you reckon? It's the last chance to save the summer, as they're trying to get all the European countries off the amber list or red. I don't know. There's so many lists, aren't there? You know, it's not like there's a pandemic on or anything. But yeah, everyone's got to have their holidays. Everyone's got to have their holidays. So it's just gonna be COVID, COVID, COVID today. But don't worry, folks. All over 50s will be getting their booster jab along with your annual flu. I think it was last year. I got a thing inviting me to go for a flu jab, but I didn't go because the pandemic. There's loads of sick people around, so I didn't bother with that. So now they're gonna over 50s. That's me. Plus, I'm on a vulnerable list now, so hey, I'll be there. But yeah, apparently it's going to be is it the Pfizer one? Because it's more effective against the Delta variant, Indian variant. Oh, I get confused. So that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. So yeah, don't know how they're going to do that though. I guess we'll have to go to the doc because they closed down all we had a centre, the vaccination centre here, but it's gone. 26th of July, it closed, which obviously means that COVID's finished. But so I'll have to go to the doctors or pharmacist or whatnot. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton, he finished third at the Budapest Grand Prix. I never understood Grand Prix. It's just driving around in a circle, isn't it? Really, people watch it. It's just going round. Might as well watch Goldfish. I think be a better thing. Or Herbie's live. He's doing a Pac-Man speed run on his Twitch channel. I got distracted then. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton reckons he's got long COVID because he's struggling with dizziness, fatigue, and blurred vision. I think he just had a bit of a rough night. You know what these young celebrities are like. Too much of the old good life, I think. But no, if he has got long COVID, good luck to him. It could be a bit problematic. And I think it's we got the vaccine passports? Big thing, vaccine passports. Because I reckon it could be a Tory revolt, backbench revolt against them again. God, I tend to agree. I don't want to particularly live in a country where we have to show our papers to get access to places, and And I think again, vaccination should be a personal choice. And if you're not vaccinated, I do however think that you should be denied access to NHS hospitals because if you have a communicable disease and you've taken no actions against preventing it, then I think they have every right to reject you at the hospital. No, you have no vaccination. You've been irresponsible. Have some paracetamols and piss off. That's how it should be. Or we need specific COVID hospitals where the unclean can be treated, and so they don't infect the general hospital population. Because again, this is where a lot of the infections came up from. But yeah, it looks like the vaccine passports are gonna have a bit of a tough time in Parliament, and rightly so. And again, hopefully, even if it does get passed, maybe the House of Lords can knock that one on the head, because I don't think it's something we want to head towards. Because remember, they take your freedoms away, but they don't give them back. And you have to be careful, because if you say they think you're anti-vax or anti-COVID or whatever it is, COVID denier. I'm not. I think but I just don't think when they take your freedoms away, they're necessarily in any hurry to give them back again. And and that's what I think we're seeing with this government. And crikey, see what's going on in Australia, using helicopters to clear the beach. Just like it is like Orwell's 1984, but with colds and sneezes. But they reckon there's been another outbreak of COVID-19 in China, because someone travelling in from Russia has started another wave there. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it never ends, does it? It never ends. But the Republicans in America there's a new report coming out that they believe, it's the House of Foreign Affairs Committee. It hasn't been published yet, but early reports say that the report confirms what many think, is that it was a leak from the Wuhan lab that originated in September 2019, when they were trying to improve its air safety and waste management systems. And again, COVID was found in tissue in Italy, I think it was, in October 2019. So maybe, who knows? It'd be interesting. I don't think we're necessarily going to know the source of this until maybe 10 years time. It's a bit like any virology. It takes a long time to know the pathology, where it comes from. It's going to take a long time to work out exactly where it came from. And statistically, there's been a 10-year age drop in COVID patients. So the average age of the seriously ill falls now down to 49. So it shows you how successful the vaccination program's been. So it's not all bad, is it? Meanwhile, tests at 4 London's one of them, London, Euston, Manchester, Piccadilly, and where's the other two? Wait for it to open. Birmingham New Street, Liverpool Lime Street. They've been testing there for COVID, and they've found no traces of COVID at the railway station. So there you go. But if you're a fan of I'm a Celebrity, they're not doing it in Australia this year because of the lockdown again. Back to Wales, but doesn't worry, I don't watch it because of the crash, glug, because of the drink. I won't watch Ant or Dak. You know that. This is an ant-free zone. So there you go. Ant-free zone. What else have we got? I'd actually store some. Vegan Society. News from the Vegan Society. Big fan of vegans. Never missed an episode of Star Trek. But 5 trustees of the Vegan Society quit over claims that veganism is cultural appropriation because it was founded by a white British man and uses foods and traditions from Africa and Asia. Oh boy. There's going to be a point where everything is cultural appropriation. You do know that. Because if you trace this all back logically, we all came out of Africa from, one common ancestor. Everything, trousers, cultural appropriation, beards, everything. It's a big controversy at the Vegan Society. Donald Watson coined the term vegan way back in 1944, and he was the co-founder, and it's been running since then. But now all of a sudden, it's that. I don't know. I do think the world's gone a little bit gaga. Who wants a nice? We'll end on a Florida man story. Everyone loves a Florida man story. This is the story of Gary Van Ryswick. Van Ryswick. That was great names, don't they? He's 76. What's he been up to? What has he been doing? He's been arrested. He's been arrested and jailed. Why has he been jailed? Because we're going there. He was found guilty of performing a castration on a man he met on a eunuch fetish website. Yes, it's a crime that really does take balls. And the arresting officers found the victim's testicles in a jar on the bedside table. Sometimes it's false teeth. Sometimes it's a tease made. This guy, he had ball bag in a jar. Oh dear. I was going to talk about the Olympics and the weightlifting, but I don't think I'll bother now. Hashtag sex not gender. yeah, so but the victim hasn't been publicly identified. He had to be airlifted to Tampa's General Hospital and had a 3 hour long operation because he was left bleeding uncontrollably from the groin area. So yeah, um, but yeah, he's looking at maybe a 15-year term, and he could be free in 2023. So again, if you need an operation, because he has actually operated on himself, and he did remove one of his own testicles. Who remembers the song? Oh, Hitler, he only had one ball. We're going to change that now to Gary Van Ryswick. He only had one ball. If you call him, he'll take them both off for you. See, I don't write any of this. This is all improvised, just making it up as I go. I'm riffing on fresh air, man. But yeah, there's some strange hobbies. Yeah, every man's got to have a hobby, I believe. And yeah, but he's a Florida man. But yeah, the operation lasted more than 3 hours, and when they got there was blood covering the walls and the floor of the room. Cheers! I'll leave you with that image in your mind. Let's see if anyone's in the chat room. No, there isn't. There's nobody here today. Well, that's good. That means I'm out of here. God, they're bored with it already. See you then. Drink it up.